Hello everyone, I'm Justin, and for today's video, we're finding out what are the dangers in my heart. For those who don't know, The Dangers in My Heart is an anime that recently finished airing for the spring 2023 anime season. And to be honest, I came to this anime thinking that it would be yet another generic rom-com, especially with the weird promise that it was giving. But it turned out to be one of the best rom-coms I have ever seen. So I want to talk about this anime, how it captivated me, and why I think you should give it a try. Of course, there will be some spoilers ahead, so take that in consideration. The story has a really weird premise that makes you think that it's going to move into a specific way, but later on falls down into a more straightforward story. Kyotaro is a disgruntled loner student who fantasizes about murdering his popular classmates, often reading a murder encyclopedia and learning about human anatomy, with the beautiful class idol Anna being his prime target. He spends most of his recess time hiding in the library while reading some books, but one day he notices Anna sitting at one of the tables, acting weirdly, making noises, and eating unhealthy amounts of junk food. As he sees her struggling while doing homework, he decides to lend her trusty cutter box. You know, the one all students hold while fantasizing about killing their classmates. And the rest, as they say, is history. Wait, that can't be right. The story starts as this idea that the guy wants to kill the girl, so he tries to get closer to her, but quickly changes to a more standard rom-com in which the girl is kind of into him, and he treats her with respect. They start to form a connection and slowly start to build it into a relationship. I know the concept still sounds a bit generic. The typical loner guy that gets closer to the beautiful classmate as they form a relationship, but the guy is too afraid to make any advances on the girl, or he just thinks that she's being nice. But for some reason, this anime feels and acts different. In a way, I could say that they took that generic concept and made it into a realistic plotline. The guy feels real in the sense that he's a troubled character with weird fantasies that still understands the social structure of the school, and in general he understands social norms. He quickly understands when other guys are hitting on the girls and helps them get out of the uncomfortable situations. And while their relationship slowly develops, he knows when the girl is treating him in a special way, even if he doesn't know how to react out of his lack of experience with the girls. And honestly, he's the kind of guy that if he ever tells you to not go to school tomorrow, you better not go to school tomorrow. The girl, on the other hand, is an airhead, a bubbly girl with a kind heart and big stomach. You see her almost in every scene eating a snack as other girls complain that all the fat goes to her boobs. She's charming and treats the main character with respect, but she also has difficulty saying no or rejecting other people, as shown when a guy is pestering her for her line. In a way, you could see how a girl with that kind of personality would find comfort in a quiet kid sitting in the corner. So for the characters, I can only say that they seem realistic, and their chemistry just works, and makes the romance feel more entertaining, as they slowly develop feelings for each other while still being friends and classmates. As for the story, this is one of the slow burning animes, but each episode you can clearly see a development in the relationship, which makes each episode count rather than the typical norm of rom-coms that spend a few episodes for fan service or leaning more towards the comedy aspect. In each episode, you can see how the relationship progresses, from strangers that have never talked, to classmates that help each other, to friends that spend time together and have cute interactions, and finally, showing the romantic intentions in the relationship. So far for the anime, they are technically still not dating, but with the phasing of this story and with a second season already in the works, I don't think that dating will be the end game for this story, but showing the struggles of dating between the loner guy and the beautiful classmate, as I'm sure there will be some backlash from classmates and possible love rivals in the story. The little things that happen in the story, the guy helping her cheer her up when she's feeling down, the girl making excuses just to meet him on Christmas Eve, having matching keychains, all of these are little things that are really common on a normal relationship between classmates, and sometimes it is nice to see a weird premise turn into one of the most heartwarming animes I have ever seen. And while the ending of the first season doesn't give the full closure of them starting to date, it does give a weirdly realistic and fulfilling ending, showing why the guy became a loner and telling the girl that it is thanks to her that now he enjoys going to school.
ありがとう。
Having a heartwarming hug and ending with a typical rom-com awkward misunderstanding. This is a rom-com that just fits perfectly for people looking for a realistic yet heartwarming story with lovable characters and some cute interactions, combined with a bit of comedy that honestly fits almost anyone interested in rom-coms. If you haven't watched The Dangers in My Heart, you're missing out on one of the best rom-coms coming out in the last few years. Give it an opportunity, and I'm sure that after a few episodes, you will be binging it. And with that said, we come to the conclusion of this anime review. What do you guys thought of The Dangers in My Heart? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.